Hellos, welcomes back everyone. Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Fade here, my Imperial Agent on the world of Alderaan. I had a thought after the end of the last pod of the series that we were going to head over to House Rist in search of Denry Ale, and then I realized that that might not be the best idea. Why not we continue to help Imperial and House Fool interests? And so, as you can see, I'm on my way over to the Glarus Valley to speak with this Lieutenant Moore and find out what other situations we can lend our aid. Of course, since Denry Ale is going to be continuing to have a meeting with House Rist, there's no immediate rush. So we'll get ourselves along past House Rist's forces and then get ourselves over past the Republic compound. It's a bit early in the morning. I doubt there's any Republic players here unless they're doing some of their heroic missions. Here's the forward Republic base. You can sneak in if you have a stealth field generator. It's not too difficult. And then we're getting ourselves turned around and into the Glarus Valley. Players of the Republic will be crossing over the bridges here and following a road west on the northern side of the river. Pull out the map here. Yeah, they'll be following this road here. Whereas we, as a player of the Empire, will be traveling the southernmost road. Slowly unlocking more and more of the map. We actually have some of House Olgo's forces once again. We haven't really encountered much of House Olgo, though we did hear about them being the usurper, and obviously I filled in a few of the blanks a little earlier. Oh, you don't want to be going that way just yet. We know they were working alongside House Rist. Just keep following this road. I think just around this bend is where we need to be. Indeed. Still Imperial outpost here, Outpost Gwent. A couple of things to sell.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Indeed.
Agent, I'm ordered by my superior, Darth Victus, to place you into direct contact with him at once. Please stand by.
Ah, Cipher 9. I've heard much about you. Your record of service to the Empire is most impressive. I am Darth Victus. I am granting you the opportunity to serve your Empire even further. Immediately.
It's hard to say without knowing more.
The task at hand involves House Panteer, the weakened former rulers of Alderaan. Though most believe them wiped out, a few stragglers yet survive. These surviving Panteers are needed to legitimize House Thul's eventual rule. We are creating an understanding with them even now, but the forces of House Olgo plan to interfere.
Why are the Olgos so concerned about House Thul?
Boris Olgo, House Olgo's leader, was a Republic war criminal before he usurped Alderaan's throne. His hatred of the Empire is well known. Olgo has strike teams massing Thranta for transport. They intend to assault the Panteer's mountain hideaway and slaughter all surviving members of the House. The eradication of House Panteer would greatly impede our plans for House Thul's ascendance. It cannot be allowed. You will find the Olgo strike teams and destroy them at once.
Yes, my lord.
When it is done, report back to Lieutenant Muir. We will continue our discussion then. Farewell.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Boris Olgo is also amassing strike teams to attack another mountain hideaway. There are two. One of which is being supported by House Thul, and another by House Organa, which is also taking in and sheltering some of the stragglers of House Panteer. If you were playing as a member of the Republic, you'd be receiving a similar quest to deal with the strike forces of House Olgo. They were planning to do this strike by Thranta, one of the local wildlife which can be tamed as a, I suppose, form of transportation.
Make me look good.
We do have a bonus to defeat 15 of Olgo's strike team. I do have an ability, the Toxin Scan, to cleanse 2 negative tech or physical effects. It can be useful to remove bleeding or poison. It doesn't always work on some skills. Just gotta kind of remember that I actually have the ability and make use of it a bit more.
Rise and shine.
Anyone? Oh, Christ. I bet I was poisoned there and totally forgot all about it. I wasn't actually paying too much attention. I was too busy seeing if there was any patrolling soldiers.
shine.
There we are. The effectiveness of the strike force has been greatly reduced now.
Welcome back. Probes have confirmed the full elimination of Olgo's strike teams. I will contact Darth Victus immediately. My lord, Lieutenant Muir, the matter is dealt with.
Perfect. The Empire is fortunate to have such a capable servant. This accomplishment will be well rewarded.
It's my duty to serve.
You have served the Empire well, but there is yet more to be done. I am currently engaged in negotiations with the Panteer survivors at their mountain hideaway. I will arrange for you to be allowed inside. Be sure to conduct yourself cautiously. The Panteer hideaway is neutral soil. They won't tolerate uncalled-for aggression. One obstacle still stands before our plans for House Thul. Boris Olgo, the supposed king of Alderaan himself. We'll speak more when you arrive.
Farewell, Agent.
Farewell, Lieutenant. Okay. Seems we're getting access. Oh, hello. Seems we are getting access.
There has to be something.
Hello.
The Elysium wasn't burnt to the ground. Check again.
But I've been through there twice already. Almost got captured by Olgo troops once. All House Thul brought to Parliament was the Empire. We had no proof of our claim.
Until those Olgo pretenders invaded, yes. They turned that meeting into a bloodbath. Search the ruins again. Come back with proof, or don't come back at all.
Something happened at the Elysium. Anyhow, I totally... Oh, yeah. It seems we've been given permission to enter the House Panteer hideaway. Imperial Edict 273. Alderaan belongs to House Fool. That fact is beyond question. Yet House Olgo dares to defy us. Olgo troops have reclaimed the shield generator that once protected Castle Panteer. If reactivated, House Olgo will gain an unacceptable advantage. The Panteer generator must be destroyed. Any available forces are ordered to invade the Olgo's nearest supply camp, obtain their access codes, and activate the generator's self-destruct. Coordinates have been provided. Okay. These access codes are held. Oh, they're not saying. I wondered if there was certain unique troops that would hold the access codes. We have another House Organa compound here on the southern side of the Glarus Valley. A lot of the Imperial characters have reason to invade House Organa. The Imperial Agent is perhaps one of the few. In fact, I don't think the Sith Inquisitor needs to either. Might just be the Bounty Hunter and the Sith Warrior that need to invade. Either way. Here we have a supply camp. Let's see. The technicians have the access code. And the technical officers as well. Okay.
Not so tough now, dirtbag.
Yeah, it's 2 out of 5 access codes so far. See where that officer is patrolling. Oh, wait, what?
Getting good.
Oh, of course. That was me being stupid. See, how did I break stealth? See, oh yeah, that attack does break stealth. Normally I put a target to sleep. It's me being stupid. Even though I've hit him with 2 poison abilities, they don't start taking effect until I wake him up. Allows me to stack a couple of damage over time abilities on him. So he starts taking a lot of damage very quickly. You have the final access code? Yes, you do. Thank you very much. Get ourselves out of the supply camp now and over to the House Panteer shield generator. I thought it was normally a guard here. Curious. Oh well, maybe I'm mistaken.
You are not Olgo. There's something you need to know. Come close. I must ask a task of you, and the rivers swarm with Olgo murderers. Tell me, do you care for Alderaan? Or only for the house you serve?
I help all who would bring this planet peace.
Then we are brethren. I am Sir Darius of House Panteer's Queen's Guard. I failed my queen, and now Alderaan is leaderless. Queen Panteer was killed when her transport crashed in this river. Her body was found, but her crown still lies in the water. Find the crown. Evade the army. Take it to Captain Lieber of the Queen's Guard in the mountains. He can be trusted.
Your task will be accomplished. I swear it.
Such honor is rare. To die in its company, there is no finer exit.
The crown of House Panteer. How lovely to be given its location. House Fool is attacking Olgo, holding them back from Castle Panteer here. As I say, it's certainly seen better days. Droids. Is that salvage droid using sensor probes? I suppose the better question is it patrolling? Could I sneak the crown from away from this group? Possibly. This droid needs to go a bit further away. Yeah, I think I'm a bit too close. I mean, I don't really care for their lives, let's just be honest.
You and me? Getting good.
I'll be taking that, thank you. Until recently, this crown had adorned the head of every ruler of Alderaan for 10 generations. I'm glad that they've re-added this quest back in. I believe this quest disappeared for a few years. It used to be back in the day. When you first entered the Glarus Valley, the quest giver was like over here before you reached Outpost Gwent. And it was in a different part of the river. It was like earlier on in the river system. Kind of like around here, I think. Oh no, that's a road. But somewhere in the river, earlier on, where the crown was located. But then that NPC disappeared for a while, and then when one of the later expansions, when we had to go deal with the shield generator, he reappeared next to Castle Panteer. Here's one of the House Panteer mountain hideaways.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
Member of Imperial Intelligence.
Captain, I admire your principles, but it is clear Organa offers no help on what matters most to House Panteer.
You need not try to sell me again on House Thule, Fixer. But who is this? What do you want with the Queen's Guard, stranger?
I bring something from Sir Darius to Captain Lieber.
I know Darius. And I know that, were he able, he would deliver this prize himself.
Captain, surely this will sway your vaunted neutrality. The Empire and House Thule giving you...
The symbolism does not escape me, Fixer. But that crown has never changed hands without enormous cost. What do you seek in return for the crown? An alliance? Or merely a deal?
In the end, what I ask is that the crown go on a Thule head.
House Thule's crimes are great, but Organa has proven itself no better. To retrieve this must have taken courage. If Thule commands such virtue these days, perhaps we can look beyond old transgressions.
You are to be commended. Many in your position would have taken full financial advantage. How fortunate for the Empire it was you who held it.
Indeed. Fortunate indeed. I didn't trick a dying man. Ooh. We have a law object on House Panteer. Arguably the most blue-blooded of the noble houses, House Panteer has put more kings and queens on the Alderanian throne than any of the other families combined. Panteer rulers have been called both patriots and pragmatists. Traditionally, they have been believers in the beauty of Alderaan and patrons of the arts who nonetheless accept that a lie, a betrayal, or even a dagger can be a sad political necessity. The last uncontested ruler of Alderaan was a proud Panteer queen who had earned the respect, if not always the love, of both friends and adversaries. When Boris Olgo declared himself king, House Panteer immediately challenged his rule. Olgo responded by burning the Panteer estates to the ground and forcing the survivors into hiding, bringing the family low after millennia. While many nobles still see the Panteers as the rightful heirs to the Alderanian throne, and many others seek Panteer's blessing to legitimize their own claims to the crown, the Panteers remain suspicious, wondering about the circumstances behind their downfall and hoping to reclaim lost glory.
Good, you've arrived. Allow me to introduce you to Lord Auron Panteer, nephew of the late Queen Solara Panteer, rightful Queen of Alderaan. Your Lordship, this is the hero I spoke to you about. The one who prevented Olgo's barbarous attack against your noble house.
It is an honor to meet you. My family owes you a great debt. You will always be welcome in the home of Panteer.
I was merely doing my duty.
The elimination of House Olgo's strike teams has forced them to draw men from their castle guard. The heart of their house lies exposed. Given your exemplary service in defense of House Panteer, Lord Auron has deigned to grant you an opportunity to shape the future of Alderaan.
Boris Olgo, head of House Olgo, has betrayed the noble laws of Alderaan and stolen the throne for himself. It will be your task to remove it from him.
I'd be proud to help out.
Just as I told you, Your Lordship, the servants of House Thule and its allies are as fearless as they are loyal.
So I see, Lord Victus. So I see. Please, do everything within your power to capture Boris Olgo alive. The people of Alderaan deserve to see that usurper face justice. They deserve...
Begging your pardon, my lord. An urgent matter requires your attention.
Very well. Tell me what's happened.
Captured alive, you will do no such thing. Even in chains, Boris Olgo is a threat to House Thule's ascendance. He must be killed at all costs.
Why do we care about Boris Olgo? He's just one man.
Boris Olgo was a Republic war hero. He only claimed the throne in order to challenge House Thule and the Empire. As long as Boris Olgo lives, he could influence people against our cause. Remember that.
My apologies. Now you understand the gravity of the task being given to you, don't you? Boris Olgo is at the center of a castle stolen from our house, surrounded by an army of loyal troops. Until now, no one has dared challenge his position.
No amount of security can prevent infiltration.
We waited so long. This will be a momentous day. I must make preparations. I'll arrange for a special detachment of our elite Queen's Guard to move in behind you and collect the usurper once the job is done. Good luck.
Do not fail us.
A momentous day indeed. We have a House Fool General here.
Ah, so you're here now too. Soon everyone will know that House Panteer wasn't wiped out when House Olgo invaded and took their castle. Inside, political leaders from House Thule and House Organa stumble over each other to win Panteer's favor and a future crown.
Many wars are won in the back rooms of government chambers.
Indeed, but I prefer to win them on the battlefield. I am General Gavir, command of the 3rd Battalion, and I'm taking it upon myself to win House Panteer's allegiance to the Empire. House Organa has just launched a surprise attack to liberate Castle Panteer from the occupying Olgo forces. Thul's leaders were planning a similar campaign, but Organa has beaten us to it. If they succeed, House Panteer will be beholden to Organa.
You think telling me is going to help?
I believe you can play a pivotal role. My men already march on the castle, preparing to decimate the Organan offensive. You could attack before they arrive, ensuring a Thul victory. Wipe out enough Organa forces so that defeat is imminent. Their failure will expose them as weak to Panteer.
Should be straightforward.
If you're up to it, I have another wrinkle. While there, if you could take a large enough bite out of Olgo, you'll make our cleanup that much easier. But Organa's failure is paramount, so concentrate your effort on their ranks and see me when you're done.
Okay. The General of House Fool would like to see House Fool dominate over House Organa and, of course, House Olgo by hiring us to weaken both of the house's militaries first, before his military turns up. House Organa are attacking House Olgo via a naval assault from the rear of Castle Panteer. Now, while we are going to liberate Castle Panteer from Boris Olgo, players of the Republic are doing the same thing. This is one of the final areas where there's a good chance we'd encounter a player of the other faction. After all, we have House Organa soldiers fighting against the Olgo defensive team here as well.
Rise and shine.
So, we deal with 20 of House Olgo and 20 of House Organa's forces. Gotta make the General very happy. Yeah, man. I mean... It's like, you cannot see that target. Are you sure? Oh, we have a security chest over there.
You and me? It's getting good.
I'll be taking this. Haven't seen one of these helmets in a while. We are. Finned out House Olgo. Now we just need to locate House Organa's soldiers. And here they are. Right, what's the best way to deal with the droids once again?
Alright, make me look good.
Level 63, very nice.
Make me look good.
There you go. So, mission completed. We could go back to the general now and let him know of our success, but since we're here at Castle Panteer, I guess I'll go knock on the front door and go find this King of Alderaan. Really, we should be going back to the general though, because I believe when we speak to him later, he'll be planning Fool's final assault on the castle. and we will have already somewhat resolved that situation. There is a Datacron hiding within Castle Panteer. We haven't really been talking about Datacrons on Alderaan, really because we picked them all up already. But if I can remember where we need to be to get the Datacron, which you can see up there, one of these doors, I wouldn't say is false, but has an opening you can use. Might be this last one. Yeah, you can get through there up to the next floor. The Castle Panteer throne room has certainly seen better days. The fact that the roof is still intact is rather impressive, actually.
And here we are. It's just as I predicted. A mere tool of the Sith Empire, just like the beasts in House Thul, sent to wrench the throne of Alderaan away from those who rightfully possess it.
Your claim to the throne is no more legitimate than House Thul's.
Wrong! Alderaan is everything to me. I've spent my entire life fighting to keep Alderaan safe from the likes of you. I was the only one strong enough to do what was necessary. The people of this world deserve a leader who will defend them. I will not surrender this throne for you or for anyone else. Only I can keep it safe. Only I can protect Alderaan.
Time's up. You're dead.
I believe I've tolerated your intrusion long enough. Destroy this assassin men! Defend your king! Defend Alderaan!
Oh, great.
Rise and shine.
Well. This is problematic. Thankfully, the King's Guard have given us all the items we need. Hello, Captain. Pardon me, I'm just going to be taking this from you. And we'll take another heavy weapon. Thank you. Just give it a moment. Thank you.
Make me look good.
Ah, you're actually gonna fight me yourself now. Ow! Didn't expect him to actually spot me there.
This is not over. I'm not dead yet. I won't let you win. I won't let the Empire's shadow fall over Alderaan.
So ends the reign of Boris Olgo.
For Alderaan!
Oh. Well, you turned up just in time.
Area secure, everyone. Looks like the hard part's been taken care of. That's him, isn't it? Boris Olgo has finally been defeated. The usurper's reign has finally ended. Lord Orin, the mission was a success. Boris Olgo is dead.
Dead? That's no more than that traitor deserved, I suppose. Lord Victus, our house owes you and House Thule a great debt.
You are very gracious, your lordship. We are only too happy to grind this treacherous scum under heel on behalf of the people of Alderaan. Isn't that right?
A simple, high-profile assassination. No trouble at all.
The quality of your training is certainly without question. You have removed Boris Olgo from the throne and proved House Thule's commitment to the future of Alderaan. So, you will have my support.
Will your influence be enough to persuade those misled brothers and cousins of yours who have sided with House Organa?
I'll do my best, but the Organos may not take well to losing. I fear this conflict could be far from over.
If you ever need my help again, you only need to ask.
I will certainly be keeping you in mind. Your work is done for the time being. You can go on about your own business.
House Panteer will never forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
And all things have ended well.
We'll never forget what you've done for House Panteer.
You are welcome. Get ourselves over to the Panteer hideout. Give the general the good news.
I took care of the Organon offensive. The Olgos too.
Now our army will easily take the castle. This could deliver an alliance with House Panteer. House Thull and the Empire have you to thank.
Just doing my job.
You are too humble. May only victory find you. For the glory of the Empire.
Indeed.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Indeed. Right, so... Our time here on Alderaan is almost complete, apart from... we still need to find our bloody collaborator with the Eagle. What is best? Probably to get back over to Outpost Talon and start afresh there once again. What we'll do is we'll take a break. We'll end exactly how we started. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. When we come back, we'll be on our way over to House Rist and to locate this Master Denry Ale and see what information he has for us. Thank you all for joining me once again. As always, if you so wish, feel free to leave a comment, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye-bye now.